City Morning Show.
A pleasant good morning and welcome to the Sugar City Morning Show. It gives me great pleasure without no measure to be here in your company. My name is Dylan Jones. Trust that wherever you are in your neck of the woods, you are doing fine and A-OK. First and foremost, I want to say with all calmness and humility, thank God. It is another beautiful day and we're here. We're truly blessed to be here in your company. What's up, Belize? What's up, Orange Walk? Yes, this is the Sugar City Morning Show. Remember, do a good deed for your fallen brother or sister. If you see any slip, just stop and say, hey, you're going the wrong way. You know,
go to hand and pull them up.
right, pull them back on track. Morning, Emmanuel.
Morning, Dylan.
How are you today, my friend?
Doing quite well. Very rested and
I could see that, boy.
feeling good, energized. So, I trust that you had a good weekend as well.
Yeah, my weekend was excellent.
Okay.
I had the
I apologize for
weekend
this.
off, so I rest up a little bit and 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 everything all right with that. So thank God for that. We just want to remind you that you can log on to us on our Facebook page at Sugar City Morning Show at gmail.com, or you can talk to us by way of phone at 302-2170 or text us at 626-4882 or follow us on Ustream at Sugar City Morning Show. We're on Ustream Live. We're rolling down the highway for you just the way you like it. We are broadcasting live from Orange Walk, Sugar City. That's on San Lorenzo Road, which will be a couple of weeks' time. Crown and
Is that a fact? Couple weeks time?
well, of the way I see it, a couple of weeks could mean 3 weeks or 6 weeks. It could mean 15 weeks. A
Okay.
couple of weeks. Couple of weeks' time, which will be the newly inaugurated Ignacio Vega Boulevard. Beautiful boulevard. 4-way. One of the best in the country with lights and everything. Courtesy of Honorable Gaspar Vega and the Petrocaribbean Project. But before we go any further, Emmanuel, we want to ask you if you can lead us in a word of
I
prayer this
certainly
morning.
can, and it's my pleasure. Thank you very much. And above all, I'd like to say good morning to everybody who is watching us or listening to us through either the on-air station or the cable stations. Good morning and welcome to the Sugar City Morning Show. This is the 22nd day of February, and it is exactly 7 minutes after 7 o'clock. Like Dylan said, it's a pleasure, always a pleasure to be here, hosting the Sugar City Morning Show along with Dylan. And it's a thing that we do on a daily basis, and I guess it's because it's born out of us to say, express our gratitude and our appreciation to our Creator, a nuestro Creador, a nuestro Dios por todas las bendiciones que nos da. Así que por favor les pido que se unan conmigo a dar gracias a nuestro Dios, a nuestro Creador, como lo quieras ver tú, a nuestro poder superior por todas las bendiciones que nos da. Así que les digo, Padre, gracias por todo lo que nos das, gracias por todo lo que nos has dado, por la vida en sí, por la buena salud, por las fuerzas para poder venir a chambear. Gracias, Padre, por todas estas bendiciones que nos das, tanto a mí, a mis familiares, a mis compañeros de trabajo, a mis amistades, en fin, a todos nosotros. Gracias, Padre, por todo lo que nos das. Reconocemos que todo viene de ti a través de ese amor eterno e incondicional que tienes para todos nosotros. Ese amor con el que siempre podemos contar. Padre, te damos las gracias por todo esto cuando pensamos que menos estás. Cuando no estás con nosotros es cuando más estás apoyándonos. Y es importante reconocer eso porque, Padre, tú siempre estás apoyándonos y estás con nosotros. Te pedimos, Padre, que continúes dándonos estas bendiciones, que continúes, Padre, dándonos el bienestar. Y te pedimos, como siempre, para aquellas personas que más lo necesitan, que están enfermos, que están en las cárceles, en los hospitales, aquellas personas dolidas, aquellas personas que recién han perdido un compañero, un familiar, algo. Guíalos, Padre, y llénalos de tu gracia. Te bendecimos, Padre, te glorificamos. Amén.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Strong words, I must say. We need that every day in our life. We want to turn to the weather report. It's 10 minutes after 7 o'clock. We want to say for Monday, 22nd February 2016, like nothing after next week. We're 10 months away from Christmas.
And it will be already. Christ, you was at Seferino, boy. Seferino used to start countdown maybe perhaps September, October. But Christ, we barely did a February. Maurice, you check out this man? Barely did a February and he on the countdown for Christmas 10 months. Huh?
Well, what you want me to say? I could say maybe 8 months away from my birthday, but my birthday is not significant to all like Christmas. So as a talk show
Importantly,
host, I need to say what is significant.
7 days before the beginning of March.
Christmas. 10 months
All right.
Christmas.
Are you going to say barely a month and 1 week before Easter?
Well, true. But Christmas is 10 months away. That's
And
irrelevant to the fact that. Anyways, the weather report as of 5:30 a.m. this morning. It's a general situation, fair and mostly dry conditions exist. The 24-hour forecast, mostly sunny today and partly cloudy tonight. Isolated showers. Winds will be blowing east at 5 to 15 knots. Sea state choppy to moderate. There's no advisory out. Further weather outlook for Tuesday and Tuesday night is for continuing general fair weather with little or no rainfall. The temperatures on the high on the coast today, 29 degrees Celsius, 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Inland, 31 degrees Celsius, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. In the hills, 24 degrees Celsius, 76 degrees Fahrenheit. The lows tonight on the coast, 24 degrees Celsius, 76 degrees Fahrenheit. Inland, 21 degrees Celsius, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. In the hills, 19 degrees Celsius, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. The tides, there's a high tide. There will be a high tide today at 10:22 a.m. and a low at 5:57 p.m. That's at 5:57 p.m. For tomorrow, Tuesday, there will be a high at 10 past 10 p.m. and a low at 4:43 a.m. That's for tomorrow, Tuesday. The sun rose this morning at 6:16 a.m. The moon rise at 6:05 p.m. Will rise at 6:05 p.m. today, and for tomorrow, the sun will set at 5:57 p.m. and the moon will set at 6:44 a.m. That's for Tuesday. We kick it over to Emmanuel to bring us that same report for you in Spanish at 13 minutes after 7 o'clock.
Muchas gracias, Delon. Siempre un gusto saludarles por la mañana. Cuando son las 7:12. Compañeros, bienvenidos y muchas gracias por la sintonía que nos dan al Sugar City Morning Show. Este es el reporte del estado del tiempo, compañeros, para hoy, el 22 de febrero. Y qué rápidamente se va el tiempo, ¿verdad? Hace cortitos comentábamos que escasamente nos hace falta 5 semanas para lo que es la Semana Santa.
La Pascua.
La Pascua, gracias. No la Navidad, la Pascua. Y este reporte generado a las 5:30 indica que la situación general es que tenemos buen tiempo. Esencialmente tenemos condiciones secas, buen tiempo, cielos despejados. Hoy por la mañana salí, lo vi completamente despejado. Para las siguientes 24 horas vamos a tener cielos despejados, bastante soleado hoy, parcialmente nublado hoy por la noche, algunos chubascos aislados, los vientos del este de 5 a 15 nudos, el estado del mar agitado a moderado, no hay ninguna advertencia. Se espera que para mañana martes y para mañana martes por la noche continuemos viendo estas condiciones de buen tiempo con nada con poco o nada de lluvia. Las temperaturas, las altas para el día de hoy, por la costa 84 grados, en el interior del país 88 grados y por las colinas únicamente 76 grados. Las bajas para el día de hoy por la costa 76 grados, en el interior 70 y por las colinas únicamente 66 grados, 66 grados. Las mareas, compañeros, una marea alta a las 10:22 hoy por la mañana. Entonces habrá una marea baja a las 3:57 hoy por la tarde y esto seguido por una marea alta a las 10:10 hoy por la noche y luego una marea baja a las 4:43 mañana por la madrugada. El sol salió hoy, compañeros, a las 6:16. El sol se oculta hoy a las 5:57 y la luna sale a las 6:05 hoy por la tarde y se oculta a las 6:44 mañana por la mañana. Compañeros, les damos las gracias a Francisca Wellington y a ustedes por su sintonía. Cuando son las 7:15, vamos a una pausa comerciales. Pausa, compañeros, ¿tenemos? ¿Todavía no?
Yeah, we just want to remind you the weather report is brought to you through the kind courtesy of Drummond, Vegas and Sons, Alvin's Bus Line, Youth Connection Bank, Firewater, Hungry Man, Honorable Gaspar Vega, and the Cocom family on San Lorenzo Road. We'll take a break.
Vamos a toda esa pausa, compañeros, sí.
We'll take a commercial break and we'll be right back.
I pay BEL because my family's access to electricity matters. I pay BWS because my family's access to clean water matters. I pay KHMH because my family's access to the country's highest level of healthcare matters most.
When you pay your bill at Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital, it ensures that our doors remain open and that we are able to provide our highest level of care to you. Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital. We take care of you.
My name is Ken.
Sherry Burgess from New York.
Well, I believe we have come a long way.
The development it's really great. You know, the roads are much nicer.
Streets are so nice now.
More commercial buildings, more businesses.
It is nothing like the Belize that I see today.
I'm happy with Belize progress, and I hope they continue to do it. As a young nation, I think we're growing, and what the government is doing so far is very good for the country.
Dean Barrow is the man, and he came in and do a whole lot, change this whole country around, and
he's doing an excellent job.
We're catching up.
I think that Belize have arrived finally.
Everything has changed and developed so beautifully.
We're proud to be Belizean. Proud to be Belizean.
Give me the remote, the number one. Down the milk, then up down the milk. You can replace screen, but down the milk it is real. Yes, down the milk, then up down the milk. All over Cayo and in San Pedro. Down the milk, then up down the milk. Down the milk in the morning, down the milk in the evening. Down the milk, give me down the milk. Up north in Corozal, supermarket and them all. Down the milk, then up down the milk. All over this land, and in Belmont, yes, down the milk. Give me down the milk. Say in Dangriga, down south in Fiji. Down the milk, then up down the milk. You can hear this stuff, cause it's in Orange Walk, yeah, down the milk. I love Dano Milk. Dano Milk Powder. Probably the best milk powder in the world. Dano.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters.
Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
I talk loud. I know you've been text. I call down the street, next door. I even call the next room. No, did you sell the say I could call Steve for the same price? No, you're the top. Did you sell prepaid customers? Call Steve like you have to call down the street for the same 47 cents a minute. And call the world for much less all month long. This month, talk more and pay less, only with Digicel. Expect more, get more. Always more with Digicel.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers in all sizes. Bebin Pampers make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
They see you and how you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things ever run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
All talk, all text, all night for just $1.99 now through February with Digicel's all-new cheaper night shift. You get unlimited talk and text all night for just $1.99. Just dial *638 each night to activate. This February, go all night long, all month long with Digicel's new cheaper night shift. Expect more, get more. Always more with Digicel.
Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get bopped.
Won't you follow me into the jungle? Ain't no God on my streets.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not do it in your own country? Sun, fun, and relaxation are just a short distance away. Have a taste of barefoot living, or enjoy the sounds and taste of an authentic Garifuna village. Allow yourself to be swept away by Southern hospitality and living. Escape the hectic world and enjoy a beautiful sunset. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
City Morning Show.
Welcome back
We
to
know
the Sugar
you
City
couldn't
Morning
get enough
Show.
with just one month.
Dylan Jones here in your company. It's exactly 25 minutes after 7 o'clock, and guess what? This morning we have some folks here from HECOPAB, from the Ministry of Health, and we will be focusing this morning on vector-borne illnesses. So we'll be talking about the Zika, the chikungunya, the malaria, the dengue, and everything where the mosquito they give a lot of trouble, boy.
Yes.
A mosquito they give trouble, man. So if you happen to see that Aegis aegypti, kill her. Kill her. Right, Emmanuel?
Yes, exactly. So it's going to be very difficult to differentiate unless you are, a follower or you're studying it. But nonetheless, I guess at the end of the day, well, before we go through that, I think that it's imperative that we give a warm welcome to our guests this morning on my behalf. Welcome to the show. I'd like to welcome in particular, beginning here on my immediate left, Mr. Fabian Oak, who is a public health inspector. Buenos días y bienvenido. Followed by Selvin Garcia, who is environmental assistant here and occasionally also an assistant supervisor or something like that. Okay, yes. And secondly, leaving leaving Miss Chekin, who is the person in charge of HECOPAB. Am I right? Did I say it right? Buenos días, HECOPAB. Buenos días y bienvenidos al show. Hemos estado hablando sobre las últimas semanas acerca de lo importante que es mantener nuestros patios limpios, porque es simplemente a través de esa iniciativa, esa intervención, que podemos decir de que estamos eliminando lo que es el causante. ¿Okay? Obviamente hay la posibilidad de que se transmita a través de sexo, pero por lo general estamos hablando que si mantenemos nuestros patios limpios y libres de los mosquitos, entonces estamos en una buena posición para decir que no vamos a conseguir esa enfermedad, a menos de que nos vayamos entonces a lugares donde no están. Pero ¿quién soy yo para decirlo? Ustedes somos profesionales, ustedes por eso están aquí. Así que quisiera dar la bienvenida de nuevo a ti y pedirte que nos hables acerca de qué es lo más nuevo con Zika.
Vector-borne illnesses.
Bueno, buenos días y muchas gracias por tenernos aquí
Claro
en
que
su
sí.
programa. Más que nada queremos nosotros hablar de lo que es el dengue, el chikungunya y el Zika, como ustedes anteriormente lo mencionaron. Estos tres enfermedades son causados por el mismo mosquito y son virus. Entonces, ¿qué nos está tratando de decir, dar a entender esto? Si nosotros, como bien tú dijiste, combatimos o tratamos de mantener nuestros terrenos limpios, estamos tratando de prevenir. No estamos diciendo estamos erradicando, deshaciéndonos ya por completo de este mosquito que nos puede transmitir la enfermedad, sino que estamos ayudando a la prevención. Como dijimos anteriormente, las enfermedades, dengue es un virus causado por ¿quién? Por el Aedes aegypti o ya sea el Aedes albopictus.
Es transmitido, más bien.
Se transmite por este mosquito. Y me gustó como dijiste, tenemos que ser expertos para saber cómo diferenciar ese mosquito y lógicamente no vamos a ir a ver qué mosquito nos está picando y observarlos. Normalmente nosotros lo que hacemos es
matarla.
Y ya, matar ya sea cualquier mosquito. A la vez el chikungunya, como dijimos, también es causado por el mismo mosquito.
A comparación de malaria, que es una bacteria, ¿verdad?
La malaria es un parásito que afecta el hígado.
Pero no es un virus.
No, y ese tiene tratamiento. Por eso nosotros queremos enfocarnos en lo que es el dengue, chikungunya y Zika, porque esos no tienen cura.
What is chikungunya and Zika? Let us just... What are these? I can understand is bite by mosquito bite, but what can people look for?
Okay, bueno,
¿Qué son los síntomas?
Los síntomas
¿Qué te sucede?
Dengue, chikungunya and Zika. I understand that they're similar.
They are similar. They are similar. So maybe Mr. Selvin want to address that question. He's so excited about it.
Good morning once again. In regards to your question, Mr. Dillon, what is dengue, chikungunya and Zika. Well, first of all, we can say that they are all viruses transmitted through the bite of an infected Aedes aegypti or Aedes albopictus mosquitoes. They are viruses, as we had mentioned. Viruses do not have cure. They, like I said, they are all transmitted through the bite of the same Aedes aegypti mosquito, and that mosquito usually breeds in any artificial container that we have right around our houses. First, a few years ago, we had only been getting cases of dengue, especially dengue. No, we didn't have chikungunya already here. Now, last year we ended up with a few cases here in the north. But I want to say that first, it was that the virus, especially the dengue, was a seasonal illness that occurred especially during the rainy season. But now we are seeing that that is an all year round illness because they breed in any, like I mentioned, artificial container that holds water, and it is right around our houses. Anything that we leave out there, from a Coke stopper, from a eggshell, coconut shells, old tires, drums that we don't use.
Swimming pools.
Correct.
Perfect breeding spot.
Anything that holds water. And I want to mention as well that mosquitoes will even lay their eggs in any dry container. And once those dry containers hold water, the mosquitoes from 7 to 10 days, the egg will develop into the larva, into the pupa, and then into the adult mosquito. When these mosquitoes become adults, they go right inside the house and take their blood meals. If there is an infected person there, it is when the mosquito could possibly become infected and transmit any of the viruses or illnesses to the rest of the family members that are healthy. No? Now I want to mention that if it is a kid that is going to school, that kid is going to be out for maybe 1 to 2 weeks after the virus has taken its course through the body, because the body has its own ways to fight infections. No, they do not have cures if they are viruses. But if it is the child, or if it is the mother or the father, if the mother or the father have to be out at work, it will affect them in that the mother and the father will not be able to go out there and work and provide for the family. Or even if it is the kids, they are going to be missing classes, and it's going to affect them.
So let us talk about signs and symptoms. I mean, you know, when you have coma, you're going to hangover.
And the head had you.
What are the signs and symptoms you look for when you contract this virus?
Sure. When we talk about the signs and symptoms, they are similar. Dengue, chikungunya, and Zika. They start with mild fever to high fever, rashes, body aches, irritation. When it comes to dengue, you feel the pain behind your eye. You feel like your eye is gonna pop out. That is in the dengue. And then after the fever comes the rash. When it comes to the chikungunya, it's different. The pain in your joints is so severe that you feel that your bones are gonna break. You feel you stay, in some cases when it's that severity, you stay bent up, because it's called that which bends. It means the chikungunya means that one which bends, because of the pain that is so strong and can leave you bent.
So chikungunya means that one which bends.
Yes, and when it
comes.
And when it comes to the Zika, well, as we said, it's similar symptoms. With the Zika, you're gonna get conjunctivitis, the pink eye. That would be mainly the difference. And the mild fever, it doesn't have a strong fever.
Isn't the Zika the one that gives you the rash?
The three of them gives you a rash.
So these symptoms, do they generally coincide with what is called the process that goes within the body with the viruses, maybe the outbursts of reproduction or something like that, where the virus is suddenly exploding in reproduction within the body, and then you get the fevers, and the body is responding to all of this, right?
Yeah.
I read.
Yeah. Well, the onset of symptoms is usually when the person has already become infected,
Yes,
and the cells start to burst, that you start with fever and all the other symptoms related to the illnesses. No, but I want to mention that as Ms. Chikin had mentioned, in dengue and chikungunya, the rash can be on one of the last symptoms that you can dengue. In dengue, rash is one of the last symptoms that you will see, and that is when the illness has taken its course to the body. Now with Zika, you can have the rash while you have the symptoms as well. But one of the main differences is that Zika also gives you the symptoms as conjunctivitis, just like pink eye, no?
Now, one little question which we've heard and we've seen, and I think it has been up to now quite gratifying to be watching, to be looking at the news, gratifying in a certain ironic aspect. You look at the news and you see all the areas in red. You see Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, and then you see this little white spot, Belize. It says that it's free of all, clear of all of these things. But nonetheless, they say that all around us we have the virus, and that's come sooner or later that it will come. What is the threat like? Do we have it in very close proximity? Like, is it in Quintana Roo? Is it in Chetumal? Do we have it in Melchor? Do we have it in Livingston? Do we have it in close areas? Where, as a person would be visiting those areas, can possibly be bitten and then come back, and then you have the possibility of it propagating.
Well, let's remember that when we talk about the way that it is spread, you need a sick person and then the vector. And the mosquito doesn't need a visa. The mosquito flies miles and miles and can get from one place to another place. So it can be that a person traveled to Mexico and got the virus and
that's
came
exactly
back
my point.
to Belize. Or it can also be that the mosquitoes have been flying and coming to the country. But most likely, when it happens that we have a dengue case or any other illness, it's a person who went abroad, who went out of the country and come back with the virus.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Okay.
So what approach should the community take towards these?
As you guys have been doing very good in promoting cleaning of the yards.
Oh, did you listen to us a couple of weeks ago?
Of course I did. Cleaning of the environment is the main way of preventing this virus, to prevent having the vector around our home. Also, let's remember that it's not us who have to go and clean your environment, but take that pride of having your environment clean. Sometimes we encounter family members that will clean their fences. What about the outside?
This is for me part, that's for you part, you business to clean that part.
Exactly,
So
but
when you don't clean your yard, clean outside the fence, and the drain from their house, not the runoff.
exactly, we're gonna have stagnant waters, and then we're gonna have breeding sites right there. So the approach that we are mainly having is cleanup campaigns,
Okay.
educating.
Hold that thought for me. Right there, we'll take a commercial break, and we'll be right back with more of the chikungunya or vector-borne diseases, illness with the folks here from the health department. We will be right back.
We know you couldn't get enough with just 1 month and 100 ways. You can still enjoy 100 minutes and 100 texts each day in February. All for just $2.99. That's over $60 worth of talk for only $2.99 per day. Just dial *100 to activate and get 100 ways to show your Digi friends and fam you care with Digicel. Expect more, get more. Always more with Digicel.
I pay BEL because my family's access to electricity matters. I pay BWS because my family's access to clean water matters. I pay KHMH because my family's access to the country's highest level of healthcare matters most.
When you pay your bill at Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital, it ensures that our doors remain open and that we are able to provide our highest level of care to you. Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital. We take care of you.
My name is Ken.
Sherry Burgess from New York.
Well, I believe we have come a long way.
The development it's really great. You know, the roads are much nicer.
Streets are so nice now.
More commercial buildings, more businesses.
It is nothing like the Belize that I see today.
I'm happy with Belize progress, and I hope they continue to do it. As a young nation, I think we're growing, and what the government is doing so far is very good for the country.
Dean Barrow is the man, and he came in and do a whole lot, changed this whole country around, and
he's doing an excellent job.
We're catching up.
I think that Belize have arrived finally.
Everything has changed and developed so beautifully.
We're proud to be Belizeans. Proud to be Belizeans.
Give me the remote, the number one, Dino Milk, then up Dino Milk. You can repeat screen, but Dino Milk it is real, yes, Dino Milk, then up Dino Milk. All over Cayo and in San Pedro, Dino Milk, then up Dino Milk. Dino Milk in the morning, Dino Milk in the evening, Dino Milk. Give me Dino Milk. Up north in Corozal, supermarket and then all. Dino Milk, then up Dino Milk. All over this land and in Belmopan, yes, Dino Milk. Give me Dino Milk. Say in Dangriga, down south in PG, Dino Milk, then up Dino Milk. You can hear this stuff. Cause it's in Orange Walk, yeah, Dino Milk. I love Dino Milk. Dino Milk powder. Probably the best milk powder in the world. Dino.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Welcome back to the show. Just before we went to the break, it's 7:04. We were talking about the community approach towards these vector illnesses, the vector-borne illnesses, which I think, from what I'm gathering here, it is a community effort to get rid of all of these diseases and to make sure that it doesn't reach here. So everybody has to play a role. We have HECOPAB, which is the educational section of the whole situation, the system, and Ms. Chicken is here representing HECOPAB. But before we went to the break, we were talking about the community interventions. Talk to us a little more about that. And then maybe Mr. Oak can tell us what role the health inspector plays in this.
Well, as I was saying before the break, the community approach is basically cleanup campaigns and keeping your yard clean. And let's remember, and let's take into consideration that we don't have everyone willing to participate in cleanup campaigns. We don't have everyone happy about cleaning their yards. We have even reached to some extent whereby we are asking people to clean their yards, and their response is, "Are you going to pay me? How can I pay you for you to clean your yard, your environment?"
Creole call it facing.
And of course, with that reluctancy that we have sometimes in various communities, we thank the Ministry for the Public Health Inspectors because they help us a lot when it comes to those cases. So maybe Mr. can talk a little bit about.
Bueno, la pregunta del día aquí es, ¿qué sucede, perdón por interrumpir, pero qué sucede cuando hay aquella, ¿qué es la palabra correcta? Esa falta de responsabilidad y aquel no querer limpiar tu propio patio, porque entonces todavía quizás no has entendido los riesgos. Y entonces, y también igualmente sucede la posibilidad que los dueños de ese patio no se encuentren en el país, pero que tienen a alguien que supuestamente está encargado. Así que dices, limpias tu patio, pero entonces el patio de la persona al lado no está limpio. Entonces pides y entonces, ¿qué sucede? Encuentras que tus esfuerzos se van a la nada. Pero entonces hay una autoridad que trata este tipo de asunto. Fabián, tú como Public Health Inspector, ¿qué nos puedes decir sobre esto?
Bueno, buenos días, primero que nada. Nuestro trabajo aquí, cuando se trata de las campañas de limpieza, básicamente son simples. Primero que nada, vemos que las personas logren limpiar, participen y que logren hacerlo, en vez de solo que digan, pues sí, lo vamos a hacer y al final no hagan nada.
No hagan nada.
Pero nosotros ponemos ya un poquito de peso de la ley sobre ellos para que esto se pueda llevar a cabo.
Y la ley tiene escrito claramente qué son los pasos que puedes tomar.
Exacto, porque simplemente trabajamos con todo lo que nos requieren de parte del departamento. Nada es algo que digamos personalmente para intervenir allá afuera, ¿no? Por ejemplo, como un ejemplo que tú estabas mencionando, que a veces las personas no se encuentran en el país y tienen un lote que tal vez está ya con mucho monte, y las personas no se encuentran acá en el país, tienen alguien que cuida de ellos, pero las personas no hacen nada. Entonces nosotros vemos si las personas viviendo en la vecindad pueden tener algún contacto con la persona encargada o saben de algún número o algo, si a la hora ustedes pueden venir a la oficina, poner una queja formalmente y de ahí nosotros vamos a llevar a cabo la investigación de este problema. Tenemos ciertos pasos para resolver estos problemas porque vamos a llevar a cabo la investigación de esta queja que usted va a estar poniendo para que veamos si es una queja válida o no válida. Porque a veces personas tienden a simplemente quejarse porque quizás no se llevan con el vecino o quieren...
Y la usan entonces de una forma de venganza.
Exacto. Entonces nosotros hacemos una investigación de esa queja y si vemos que es válida, entonces vemos que se arregle. En el caso de las campañas de limpieza hay personas que no quieren cooperar y entonces nosotros intervenimos, hablamos con ellos y se les dice una pequeña charla de por qué razones se debe de hacer y todo. También se les pone la situación en qué van a hacer si al caso no se le llega su cooperación, ¿no?
Pero hay una multa por decir que tú limpias tu patio, a mí me vale, yo no limpio mi patio, ya el monte está alto, ya casi va a salir el tigre. Entonces, ¿hay alguna multa que está escrita en la ley que puedes decir, ¿sabes qué, señor Martínez? Mira, es por no mantener mi patio limpio. ¿Existe eso?
Sí, trabajamos por el Chapter 40 de la legislación y en eso se encuentran diferentes cláusulas, ¿no? Entonces, lo que nosotros hacemos mayormente es cuando, digamos, hay una persona que de verdad no quiere ningún tipo de cooperación de su parte, nosotros vamos y les entregamos algo por escrito que le llamamos el legal notice. Ese legal notice es algo que se le va a estar diciendo que se le va a dar cierto tiempo para que arregle el problema y que vea que se solucione. Al caso que él no pueda cumplir, Entonces es algo que se puede llevar a la corte.
Okay. Pero veo aquí que el problema más grande es lograr identificar y encontrar el dueño de ese lote. Eso es muchas veces lo más problemático.
Exacto, porque a veces muchas personas no conocen, no saben, no se enteran de quién es el dueño, quién es el encargado, y entonces nosotros en esa manera no podemos intervenir.
Existe, obviamente me imagino que aquí veo, ¿qué te podría decir? Que las funciones, lo que estás hablando tú, también son funciones de la Range Rocktown Council. Entonces, ¿ustedes trabajan juntos en una agenda en términos de eso?
Yeah, I want to take the opportunity to answer that question.
Claro que sí. Go ahead.
And I want to thank you guys for having us here. And what I want to say is that we have been, because of like I said, illnesses, especially dengue, used to be a seasonal illness, no, that we used to see, especially during the rainy season. But now it is throughout the year. So we have been working.
So it got worse.
It got worse, yeah, because we have here in Belize we have a dry and a wet season, no, but now illnesses are going out throughout the year.
So even when it don't rain, you'll find that maybe the high bushes you have containers where the water settle, and the mosquito only need to leave it settling for get crazy.
You know, everyone cook pines tapak can be the breeding area.
Somebody sent a message here. It says, let me try to pull it up. If you could visit Independence Street. It said that we have a lot of high bush we need to clean.
Y eso es justamente el propósito de esto, ¿eh? Si conocen de áreas que necesitan de atención inmediata, por favor, llámenos. Y nos indican, aquí tenemos las autoridades que nos pueden guiar acerca de cómo reaccionar o cómo responder a este tipo de situación.
Como Mr. García estaba mencionando y su pregunta de usted anteriormente, si nosotros trabajamos juntamente con el Town Council, bueno, hace una semana atrás nosotros tuvimos una junta con el alcalde, en la cual nosotros quedamos de acuerdo que vamos a comenzar a hacer limpiezas le llamamos nosotros hotspots, donde tenemos casos de dengue. Entonces, debido a eso, nosotros llegamos a la conclusión que vamos a comenzar con una campaña de limpieza. Queremos hacer la campaña de limpieza en Uniontown. Para que la campaña de limpieza se lleve a cabo, ¿quieres tomar la llamada?
Yes, please. Let's take this out. Sugar City Morning Show, hello. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Buenos días, good morning. Adelante.
Cut it off. Please, we want to remind you that when you call the show, lower the volume of the television because we have a little delay and sometimes people will wait for me to hear it.
On the TV and not on the phone.
Bueno, entonces estamos hablando de
la cooperación.
La cooperación, sí. Llegamos a la conclusión con el alcalde de que vamos a tener una junta este jueves en el Uniontown Park, ¿cómo se llama?
Philip Alvarez.
Exactamente, ahí vamos a tener una junta a las 7 de la noche. Estamos pidiendo a la gente de esa área que por favor salgan, participen en la junta.
Y que se puedan informar.
Sí, exactamente, porque antes que nosotros...
Sorry, Sugar City Morning Show, hello. Hello, good morning.
We have a problem with the connection, Director? No, okay.
Antes que nosotros, en esta junta nosotros vamos a informarle a la gente la importancia. ¿Por qué es que nosotros queremos hacer una campaña de limpieza? Nos hemos dado cuenta que la gente no participa si no están afectados. O sea, si en mi familia no hay dengue, ¿por qué yo voy a limpiar? ¿Por qué yo te voy a ayudar a ti a limpiar alrededor? Entonces nosotros...
Ahí tienes entonces, ahí has notado justamente lo que es the gist of the whole thing. Ese reconocimiento de tú tienes que participar porque reconoces la importancia de ello.
Exactamente.
Sugar City Morning Show, hello. Hello, good morning. Hello. I think there's a problem with the line because you can hear them in the background, the struggle. Like, I don't know.
Hello.
Yes, hello, good morning. Yes.
Morning. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. You're on the air.
Okay, I just call to find out that we go a yard on the street and we chop it and clean it and how we go the neighbor, they throw in coconut thing in the yard and rub it and throw back in the yard. And then the next side, we got the neighbor put a pipe where all the dirty water they drain, they throw it in the yard and my daughter don't have nobody to live in there, so we don't have no water in the road.
Well,
so I don't know who have to go complain to because my daughter don't go and tell the neighbor there and they know he saw they still throw the water. They put the coconut branch right in the yard, all the dirt going in the yard and we have to pay for that, clean it out.
And do you have mosquitoes in the area?
Who you complain to?
Who you complain to? I guess you have to see who they throw dirt in the yard and then you tell her.
Yes, that
go
would
and
be,
report you.
she could come into the office and put a formal complaint because I believe she knows the person that is actually throwing the garbage and being a nuisance to her. So I invite her to the office to file in the proper complaint, provide us with all information from those carrying out the nuisance and from her. Eventually, like I mentioned, we'll be carrying out an investigation in the area, and if it's valid, then we will deal with it. We will make the person stop being the nuisance. Yes.
Sugar City Morning Show. Hello. Hello. Good morning. Hello.
Again, the same situation.
Hello.
Do we have a problem with that?
Let me just read this text here. It's a long text, but anyway, listen. It say, I have a situation. I have a case in Louisiana area whereby it takes several months for the owner to clean his property. I have contacted the health inspector. He has stated there's little he can do because the owner works in Belize City, and there's little he can do because his office is own from Monday to Friday, open from Monday to Friday. I'll answer that. He said that there's a situation in her area where they can contact the department and tell them about this high bush in this area, and the department said that they can't do nothing more with it because the owner is in Belize City, works in Belize, and you all are open from Monday to Friday, and that's it.
But then if she knows the owner, yes, it should be and it's not only Monday to Friday. We sometimes carry out duties on Saturdays, and sometimes we even have to do duties on Sundays. So it's not a matter of Monday to Friday from 8 to 5, no? But on regards to that complaint, I believe that if the person is at Belize, then we can't, if we are only provide for him address, and if we go and carry an investigation, we can't find him, then the next step for that person would be to have a contact number from him. Provide us with that contact number.
I think the question here is how much of the law can you all implement? I mean, you could tell Emmanuel you need to cut the bush there because it to hide and affect the neighborhood, but you don't have a police badge for your shoulder, and chances are Emmanuel is something
Yeah, that's
I shall
right.
actually be playing with
So
it.
the question is how much of the law can you implement?
That's why I asked a while ago, está escrito en la ley que te puedo multar?
Normally, the first time we try to get touch grounds with the person, the nuisance, the owner of the land or whatever. After that, we will give him a specified time to carry out the cleaning or whatsoever needs to be done to reduce the nuisance or stop the nuisance. If that person is reluctant, then after the second visit, because we normally do a follow-up to that, to see that the problem is resolved. If nothing is done, then from that we carry out what we issue the legal notice.
Okay.
After that time expires, then we can eventually carry that case to court.
Okay, wonderful. Well, for the person who texts, I guess you will have to just pursue the, well, I don't think it is your job as a neighbor to pursue the owner. Or maybe if you're not call and go in and help department and talk to them face up.
But then again, I believe that there's that element of supervision that comes around where you get on your motorcycle, you get on your vehicle, and you go around and you take tours of the Orange Walk Town area. And they go like identifying hotspots. And I know that the Lon Jones, he's lazy, no machine, but his yard is overgrown. Possibly, yes, possibly. Possibly. But then even on your own free time, when you have your job carried within you, then even though Saturday night you're out taking beers with your friends, going out, and you identify an area and go like, Papa, that area right there, that needs to be cleaned. Regardless if it's Monday between 8 to 5. Regardless, right? Once you have your job in mind, you will be able to carry through. And I imagine that this happens. But turning the conversation just a little bit around, I have seen and I have heard some people say, tell you what, you can also do some sort of prevention in terms of you can be using repellents, insect repellents. Obviously, how effective are the insect repellents? And would you be advising people to be using repellents and that sort of thing? Can you get some sort of input there?
Yeah, that is correct. Talking about repellents, that is a way that we can prevent being bitten by the mosquitoes, especially the mosquito transmits dengue, chikungunya, and Zika. We can use an insect repellent that has DEET on it.
That has what?
DEET.
What does DEET mean?
That means that it has a
extra strength killer in or something.
DEET, diethyl 3-methylbenzamide, IR, whatever that is. Okay.
Yeah. Bite your tongue.
I just did. You never know this.
Yeah, well, that is the insect repellent that is recommended for use by the people, so that we can prevent being bitten by the mosquitoes. Apart from using repellents, what we can do at home is we can burn fish coil, we can spray with Baygon, we can start using bed nets to sleep under to prevent from being bitten by the mosquitoes. And also, very important is that we have the participation of the people in the community. Every day from Monday to Friday, and it doesn't stop there, as my colleague Mr. Fabiano had mentioned, we even work on the weekends in empowering the people about the prevention and control methods of these illnesses. And it cannot be done only by us. It is through the participation, active participation of people in the community. And as Ms. Chikin had mentioned, the health departments, HECOPAB, Vector Control, Public Health, have met with Town Council to see if we can carry out or plan cleanup campaigns, especially starting from the affected areas with dengue. And we have planned for the 25th at 7 p.m. to meet with members of the Town Council with the community of Uniontown at Philip Alvarez Park to plan a successful cleanup campaign in getting rid of any breeding sites that for the mosquitoes that transmit dengue, chikungunya, and Zika. The Aedes, getting rid of those containers. So,
thank you very much. We also see that those vehicles with those smog machines or whatever come by. The other day, I publicly addressed a situation where I figured that they were passing a little bit too quickly. Just let me mention that now they are passing and they're taking their time to do that. But a lot of people close their windows and close their doors because they tell you that the stuff that is being sprayed, they don't like it and that it smells terrible and it can be harmful to them. How true is that?
Even while the smell of the malathion, which is malathion that we use to spray, is unpleasant to us humans. So it is not harmful to us. It targets
strictly not harmful to the
not
human
harmful.
being.
The adult mosquito population. We cannot eradicate. We can only control. And to answer your question about the vehicles going fast, I want to mention that the vehicles usually are supposed to keep within a range of 8, maybe 10 miles per hour while we are conducting the spraying. Now I want to mention that whenever the vehicle, for example, is going to go into a dead end, the vehicle can drive, shuts down the machine can still be working. You will hear the machine work, and the driver can drive not at the normal speed from 8 to maybe 10 miles, but faster than that, so that the driver can start spraying from the dead end going out. We don't normally spray going inside, because then after, then all the chemical is gonna be falling on the vehicle, which is a very strong chemical that will affect the vehicle if it falls over on the vehicle. But just to answer your question, if it is
you said that it will affect the vehicle, but will not affect humans. Is that what you're telling me?
It is not. It is corrosive.
Oh, it is corrosive because of the corrosive nature.
So we normally.
But then again,
there's a technique for spraying, no, for ultra low volume spraying. We are not going to be spraying, like if we didn't had any training. There is a technique. There is training that the drivers have gone.
So these drivers don't go per se just because they see a young girl passing and they'd like to follow that person. You know, it is prescribed. It is going okay. It's a rigid, systematic, methodical way of spraying. Am I right?
That is correct. We, like I mentioned, the ULV drivers.
There is a way. Okay, all right.
There is a way. And I want to mention as well that in Oranjewak we have the town itself that is divided in two. And normally when we spray north, we spray south as well. And we have 30 other communities. We have 2 machines, 2 vehicles that provide maintenance to all these communities in Oranjewak.
So if we more machines.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. We cannot be spraying every day or every other 2-3 days. The mosquitoes are going to become resistant to the chemicals. So there is a way, or there is a protocol that we follow while conducting this spraying.
Okay. Are there areas, just quickly, are there areas where perhaps the spraying with the vehicle are deemed completely useless, and that therefore you'd be using some of these handheld sprayers to physically go in to areas where a vehicle perhaps cannot go in? Let's use this as an example. Are the areas around the river where you have a lot of mosquitoes? That is, case in point, the Riverside Street area and the Slaughterhouse Street area, where once you get to a certain point, you know, and people live in these areas, but you have a huge amount of mosquitoes because the river is just a couple hundred yards away. Do you have use of these other handheld sprayers, or?
Yeah. Apart from the ultra low volume spraying the target with the choke, that is done with the choke, we also have the thermal fogging that we do, especially whenever we have cases popping up, dengue, malaria.
But it's only when you have confirmed cases that you use this?
That is done for us to be able to target or kill the adult mosquito that could possibly be or get infected while there is an infected person. But normally I would say that most communities, and even here in town, that the vehicle can drive in all these streets to conduct the spraying. It is accessible for the vehicle to be able to conduct its spraying.
So you are pretty much satisfied and content with the way it is as it is right now, that we're doing a good job?
Well, what the vector control unit is doing, I personally would say that we are doing our best. What is within our reach to conduct surveillance in the prevention and control of the vector and of the illnesses that are going around. And one of the best methods that we can do this is to participate in radio tags, school tags, TV tags, to disseminate information about prevention and control to people that cannot, that we don't usually reach to.
Okay, 9 minutes after 8 o'clock, we take a commercial break, and we'll be back. Quite an interesting morning. I want to invite you to call in at 302-2170. I have a text on the come up. Somebody said I bush up on Independence Street, some rat, snake, again, and big mosquito. They come over. Mosquito, they come over a bicycle and run if you don't come and check it out. Just take a break, we'll be right back.
I talk loud. I know you've been text. I call down the street, next door. I even call the next room. No, did you sell this at I go call States for the same price? No, you're the top. Did you sell prepaid customers? Call States like you have to call down the street for the same 47 cents a minute. And call the world for much less all month long. This month, talk more and pay less, only with Digicel. Expect more, get more. Always more with Digicel.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers. In all sizes. Bebin Pampers make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
Buster. They see you and how you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things ever run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
All talk, all text, all night for just $1.99 now through February with Digicel's all new cheaper night shift. You get unlimited talk and text all night for just $1.99. Just dial *638 each night to activate. This February, go all night long, all month long with Digicel's new cheaper night shift. Expect more, get more. Always more with Digicel.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get bopped.
Won't you follow me into the jungle? Ain't no God on my streets.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not do it in your own country? Sun, fun, and relaxation are just a short distance away. Have a taste of barefoot living, or enjoy the sounds and taste of an authentic Garifuna village. Allow yourself to be swept away by Southern hospitality and living. Escape the hectic world and enjoy a beautiful sunset. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
I pay BEL because my family's access to electricity matters. I pay BWS because my family's access to clean water matters. I pay KHMH because my family's access to the country's highest level of healthcare matters most.
When you pay your bill at Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital, it ensures that our doors remain open and that we are able to provide our highest level of care to you. Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital. We take care of you.
Welcome back to the show. We're joined here by Mr. Magana, no stranger to our show.
Felipe was with us
Felipe,
last week, right?
And when it comes to, he promised that he will be back with his team.
And thank you, Felipe.
And he come back with the team.
Mhm.
All right. Just before we move on, to remind you about the meeting and speak to Mr. Magana a little, I have here a flyer. I would like to say that probably it's been given out to the public now. But it says preventing dengue, chikungunya, and Zika. It says get rid of places where mosquitoes live and produce. That's bottles, cans, etc. Keep your home and neighborhood clean. Dispose of garbage in appropriate location. Stay indoors at dawn and dusk when more mosquitoes are out. They never say stay home all day. Dusk and dawn, because no excuse to go work.
Those are the feeding times, right?
Right. It says wear light color clothes, long sleeve shirt, long pants, socks, shoes when in mosquito area. It says use mosquito repellent. Make sure it has DET. Sleep under nets treated with repellent and are better. So you spray repellent on the net. Okay. These are some of the preventative
So
measures.
it is recommended that you can use some of the repellents.
Why? But you know what, Emmanuel? It's so good to say, well, repellent expensive.
But you can do the homemade repellents.
But how you know that now?
It's confirmed over the years that they do work. But one of the things that I would just wanted to quickly address, because you have a situation where people use a lot of, unknown to us, we like to keep the water in these drums for washing. We also like to keep, we have our vats in our yards. And generally they would put a screen at the opening of the top, and generally those screens are there no more. So the area at the top, the vat is left open. Is that a perfect breeding ground for mosquitoes?
Bueno, muy buenos días a todos. Aquí el jefe está hablando sobre el tanques que colectan agua para tomar, ¿verdad?
Para tomar.
Bueno, cualquier contenedor que colecte agua limpia se vuelve un criadero de mosquito que transmite enfermedades como el dengue, malaria, chikungunya, Zika. Así que lo que pedimos es que por favor, si va a colectar agua, que lo tape. Puede usar trapo, como puede usar screen sedaz, ¿right?
Sí.
Y el tanque tiene dos hoyos, tiene uno donde entra el agua y uno donde sale cuando ya está muy lleno. Así que los dos hoyos hay que taparlos.
Hay que taparlos.
Porque al dejar un hoyo, aunque esté bien pequeño, ahí el mosquito vuela y se mete y va a poner sus
Y se encuentra que muchas veces nos preocupamos de todos los alrededores y se nos olvida ese aspecto de la limpieza, de los tanques, que no nos damos cuenta. Y entonces ahí es donde está el criadero de los mosquitos. Y justamente donde menos esperamos, ¿verdad?
Eso es cierto. Y aparte de eso, yo estoy viendo que ahorita la gente acostumbra a tomar agua purificada, ¿ves? Así que la gente está colectando agua y les pregunto, ¿para qué lo usan? Para nada. Así que solo están haciendo un criadero de mosquitos. Así que yo pienso que si tienen tambos y no van a usarlo para tomar el agua, lo pueden embrocar en la cabeza, para que así el mosquito no pueda poner sus residuos allá.
O que sea un tiradero de basura, ¿verdad? Algo de eso.
Para colectar basura.
Sí. Sí. Así que, y menciono esto porque simplemente yo sé que hay muchas situaciones, en muchas familias, en muchos patios, cuando nos preocupamos de tener todo el área bastante limpio, pero se nos olvida esas precisamente porque pensamos de que son situaciones, innocuous situations, que nada va a suceder. Ahí el agua está bien, está limpio, no dándonos cuenta que eso es el ambiente perfecto para el mosquito.
Aparte de eso, yo he visto que hay patios limpios, pero siempre les digo a la familia, su patio se mira bien, le felicito, pero por favor siempre chequee, porque en la orilla del cerco puede que haya un balde o una llanta suficiente para criar miles de mosquitos. Y otra gente tira la basura a su vecino donde probablemente no hay nadie en el patio, no hay casa, ¿right? Y les digo, no está haciendo nada porque el mosquito de ahí va a volar a su casa.
Let me ask you this question.
Bueno, es que es en tu patio, pero tienes el patio del helado, ¿eh?
We're talking about breeding sites and all of the conversation from the beginning. Which is the most common one you find whenever you visit people? And just think about that. Let me answer this call and then you answer the question and come back. Sugar City Morning Show, hello. Hello?
Sí, yo lo diré, yo voy con doctora ahorita.
Hello? Hello? Hello, good morning. Pues vaya con el doctor, señor. No sé con el doctor, no. So what are the most common one you find when you visit people, yards or terrains or lands?
Bueno, lo que sí se mira es bastante botellas de cerveza, de coca o latas. Entonces la gente también tiene un mal costumbre de que limpia su patio, pero atrás de su casa amontona su basura para quemar, dicen ellos, principalmente en las aldeas, ¿ves? Pero luego yo les digo, jefa, mira aquí, ¿qué pasa? Dice, mis amagañas no se preocupen, nosotros lo vamos a quemar. Les digo, bueno, está bien que lo quemen, ese no es problema. Lo que me preocupa es de que, mire, tiene latas, tiene botellas, y ven acá, les digo, mire el vecino, me hizo problema, mire el otro, me hizo problema. Todos tienen muchas latas y botellas y eso no se quema. Así que tienen criaderos de mosquitos y nunca vamos a acabar con los mosquitos.
What kind of prevention will you use as health workers going into these places?
Nosotros...
Because really and truly, it is one thing for you to tell me, keep my yard clean if all of it, but then you as the health inspector to walk into that. It's a risky job.
Los exponemos diariamente porque visitamos la casa de los pacientes de las víctimas, pero gracias a Dios que hasta el momento, por ejemplo, a mí nunca me he enfermado con ninguna enfermedad de dengue, malaria, chikungunya.
¿Pero hasta cuándo?
Pero no podemos cantar victoria porque estamos presentes en la calle.
Perdóname, pero tuve que
también
intervenir.
Normalmente lo que sucede, yo en lo personal trato de usar repelente, pero los muchachos del departamento de vectores son los que normalmente están fumigando y humando la casa, entonces el humo está alrededor de ellos y yo creo que es una manera de prevenirse. Ellos mismos se están protegiendo a la vez que están haciendo eso en las casas.
Pero nos estamos contaminando, va a tener ese resultado más tarde.
¿Es caro una lata de repelente?
Sí.
¿Es caro?
Yes, I tell that from the beginning. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Esa es justamente la situación, que la persona está esperando escucharse en la radio, en la televisión.
Es
Como hay un delay.
El repelente, $14 for a leak and a half spray.
Okay. Pero aquí nada más para tratar de preambular lo que quiero decir. Y los repelentes deben de contener una cierta química que está comprobada que funciona. Obviamente las recetas caseras, por decir, para los repelentes no tienen ese tipo
y
de...
es por eso que aconsejamos
conforma, ¿no?
larga.
Okay. Pero ¿tienes tú algún repelente que tú sabes que funciona perfectamente bien? Como durante el curso de las 2 semanas que hemos estado hablando, y yo he conseguido llamadas y me dicen, ¿sabes qué? Este tipo de repelente está comprobado que funciona, porque al mosquito no le gusta y tal y tal y tal.
Pues tiene que tener el ingrediente de este.
Hello. Hello. Yeah, we have a problem with that number.
Bueno.
I know this is the same number coming in and it's not.
Bueno,
but again, we mentioned earlier, Miss Chicken.
Oops.
This is everybody effort, if you want to put it in simple terms.
Has to be a community-driven and oriented
What
effort.
that is sense, and I see this comment and I read the text off of this. What that is sense, you clean your yard, clean around your yard and doing your part, bam, you put it in the garbage, and then you say, Tongboard not pick up the garbage for weeks, 3-4 days. And the same Jew water settling in the garbage, and the plastic bag, you know, or in a container we have in your garbage, and the harbor the mosquito. So how do you go about educating the town council?
How often do they pick up garbage?
They hardly pick up garbage or in job.
I remember when I was living in by Cinderella Progress Street, every Monday they used to pick up our garbage. So I don't know if it was only that area.
Well, right now they don't pick up garbage, darling.
And with that, that's why we are working with the hotspots where we have dengue cases to help the community see the importance of getting rid of those breeding sites. That's why, again, I repeat, we're going to be having this meeting.
Right. Philip Alvarez Park.
Philip Alvarez Park, Thursday at 7 o'clock.
And you have identified that area as a hotspot?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have other areas where you have identified?
Make sure you come out then. We have other places, but we want to start with this one first. We have other places in Orange Walk Town and also the communities in the district overall. But we want to start somewhere.
You know where Philip Alvarez Park there?
Right close to your house.
Right front of where the mayor dig that big drain.
Make sure you come out.
I understand.
Where the mayor dig that big drain, a big hole is sitting in the water already. Lot of water sitting
Bueno.
También hay que recordar que en cada comunidad tenemos promotoras de salud, community health workers. Así que si usted sabe que en su aldea ha habido casos de dengue o simplemente se ha dado cuenta que hay demasiada basura a su alrededor en su comunidad, no tiene que esperar llegar hasta nosotros. Puede conversar con la promotora y decirle, ¿sabe qué? Nosotros necesitamos una campaña de limpieza, ¿cómo le hacemos? La promotora puede responder esas preguntas, pasarnos el mensaje a nosotros y de ahí nosotros trabajamos con la comunidad.
Qué bueno que me hagas mención de eso, porque muchas personas son seguidores, algunas personas son líderes. Aquí es donde necesitamos el aspecto del liderazgo dentro de la comunidad para promover este tipo de cosas.
Exactamente, sí,
This
claro
text
que
here
sí.
might be a little bit out of context of the mosquito, but it goes for the health people. It's a congratulations to the public health team for the great job done. I would just like them to please address the problem of stray dogs at Trial Farm, especially at the government school. They throw garbage and that are on bags is very unhealthy and not clean. Thanks. Have a great day.
Public Health Inspector.
Well,
Tu área.
Stray dogs. This is not really just public health. Public health has to liaise with town council for the eradication of dogs. We have to set a specific date and then tell the public to tie their dogs. But I think it's something for each individual. If you own a dog, your dog is not business on the streets. Your dog business is on your yard, tied up or fenced up inside. Many people own 2, 3, 4 dogs and all of them are loose, being a nuisance to the other persons living in the neighborhood. So we just recommend that you tie your dog, or we have been thinking about doing a stray dog eradication, but then we have to liaise, like I mentioned, with town council first.
Y hay que recordar, Mr. Fabián, que son perros callejeros mientras no los toques. Apenas los tocas, tienen
dueños, sí.
Sale el dueño, entonces hay que ser muy cuidadosos.
Por tan mal, más
hay que ser muy cuidadosos cuando se habla de...
Bendito perro, pero tan pronto los tocas ya tienen mil dueños. Así es. Así que, compañeros, estamos hablando aquí cerca de la necesidad de mantener nuestra comunidad limpia. Vamos a tomar la llamada antes de continuar.
Good morning, Sugar City Morning Show. Hello. Morning. Hello. Hello.
Yes. Hello. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning, sir. Can we help you?
I heard a guy talking about this trade, no? Yes. Hello.
Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
I hear you guys talking about this trade, no? But when you guys do the trade dog eradication.
Yeah, will you listen?
You put a bulletin out, a public bulletin out saying that you're going to poison dogs, right? or get rid of the dog. So all of the neighbors and do them tie them dog. I went down to stop poison dog and let them go again back on the street.
So true.
Poison and don't even somebody want to get poison and let me go there and get poison. But if you tell the public you want poison the dog, then tie the dog, and when they stop poison, they let them go back on the street.
So true.
Yeah, it's true, but then it's protocols for inform the public. Inform the public, even if through pamphlets, even the media, to inform the public of the situation. We can't just poison
That's true. I think the boy had another can of worms if we get into that. That's our problem.
We have to dedicate an entire show only to that.
We have
Because,
to
you know.
that's true. So just hold it in your hand for now.
Aguanta el micrófono en tu mano porque se te puede caer de nuevo. Solo simplemente. Okay.
So I guess Emmanuel, again, we want to invite everybody to come out to the meeting on Thursday.
Bueno, el 25, que es el jueves, a las 7 p.m., que es en la tercera nochecita, les esperamos en Philip Allers Park. Estamos pidiendo la cooperación y la atención, que por favor salgan porque vamos a discutir temas muy, muy importantes con referencia a limpieza y con referencia a enfermedades como del dengue, malaria, chikungunya y Zika, que está muy peligroso para el país entero.
¿Puedo dar un consejito aquí también?
Sí.
Aparte de anunciar esta junta a través de este medio de comunicación, ir personalmente a visitar el área e invitar a las personas.
Es lo que se va a hacer.
Porque entonces tienes ese contacto personal.
Actualmente nosotros somos los que, el departamento de los oficiales de control de vectores, son los que se dedican a dar las invitaciones personalmente para la junta. El días antes de la campaña de limpieza, ellos visitan el área para ir casa por casa diciéndole a las personas qué necesitan sacar de adentro, qué es lo que ya no les es de utilidad adentro de su patio y necesita estar fuera. Pero en este caso que nosotros tuvimos la junta con el alcalde, él dio su iniciativa y dijo que él sería el que mandaría las invitaciones en el área. Entonces ya nosotros vamos a llegar ese día de la junta, pero él dijo que mandaría las invitaciones en el área.
Pues ojalá y se hayan hecho esas invitaciones.
Porque en otras ocasiones nosotros somos los que damos las invitaciones y nosotros somos los que el departamento de los muchachos.
Obviamente todo eso con el afán de tratar de maximizar la información que ustedes van a estar propagando, ¿verdad? Para obviamente disminuir la posibilidad de tener la enfermedad aquí en Belice.
Exactamente, porque hay que recordar que dengue hemos tenido. Chikungunya, algunos casos.
Exactamente,
afuera,
así que si disminuimos, uno, pues también estamos disminuyendo la posibilidad del otro.
Es el mismo mosquito que causa los tres. Entonces.
Menos Zika, menos dengue, menos malaria, menos chikungunya, menos de todo.
Malaria es uno diferente. Dengue, chikungunya y Zika, menos de los tres.
Let's take this call. Sugar City Morning Show, hello. Hello, good morning.
I think there's a problem with the line, definitely. There's some little thing there because we're not coming to.
Let me know.
Así que esperamos que la gente se haga presente, que salga a escuchar, porque necesitamos sus apoyos en general. Necesitamos agua, necesitamos gasolina, necesitamos vehículos, necesitamos todo para poder limpiar el área de Uniontown el 25 de febrero, que es jueves, a las 7 p.m. Todos están cordialmente invitados. Y como mejor decir, la medicina del dengue, chikungunya, Zika es patio limpio, la limpieza. Ya no tienen que usar ni repelente que cuesta $13. ¿Cuánto cuesta, Dylan? $14. Ya no tienen que usarlo porque ya no hay la necesidad, ¿right? Mosquito siempre va a haber.
I'm going to give you the perfect recipe for a repellent that is
mosquito
confirmed
siempre va a haber, pero el mosquito que hace daño no va a estar presente porque los mosquitos, la Aedes aegypti, no acostumbran a poner huevos en agua sucia.
Y haces tanta cosa, aparte mantienes tu patio limpio, hay el factor estético de que pues tu patio está limpio, ¿verdad?
Es alegre,
Está
no hay
alegre,
mosquito, no hay ratón,
exacto.
no hay cucaracha, no hay alacrán.
¿Ya me entiendes? Así que, pues,
Salen a jugar afuera,
Fabián,
no se mojan el pie, no se enferman.
tú tienes una posición como inspector de salud pública muy importante, una labor muy importante. ¿Has hablado tú acerca de lo que es la legalidad del asunto? Pero algún mensaje que tú, como inspector de salud pública, quieres dar a la gente de Orange Walk en términos de un consejo para evitar ese tipo de situación? Something that you'd like, a message that you as public health inspector would like to give to the people of Orange Walk.
Yeah, well, coming to that, public health inspector is not only dealing with complaints. We have a variety of other tasks that we need to carry out now. Water sampling, food handling, food establishment inspection, and a variety of those. And but dealing with this particular team being cleanup campaign, we just want to ask the public for their assistance in this campaign to be a successful one. Also, that if for the complaints relevance, if you could go over and pay us a visit at the office at Holy Trinity Street, right in the hospital compound, filing a proper complaint with all the relevant information, then we will be more than happy to investigate and try to abate your complaint.
So a telephone call or a text message does not really go anywhere?
No, that does not really apply. We want you to come into the office and actually give us that information, because it's something that we have to keep confidential. It's nothing that they will disclose any names when doing our investigations. Everything remains a secret. Okay.
Okay, but even at that, a lot of people would be sometimes reluctant to go to the office to go through all of that. I know these are protocols. I know these are the rudimentary procedures that people must go through. But sometimes
because public health duties is more field duties, right? And we are out on the public out there, out to the neighboring areas, and sometimes we carry out private premises inspection, meaning that we reach to your residence, we reach to your yard, and we carry an inspection to see that everything is being to what we are expecting of you as a Belizean. And we find certain things, and then we tell you to deal with it, and then we are actually supposed to carry out a follow-up inspection to that, to see that you actually are doing what we are expecting you to do. Right? In certain cases like that, we sometimes meet with certain nuisance that persons don't really report. And then, since we are working on the area, we actually carry out the investigation right there, and then deal with the issue there.
Okay. I understand perfectly.
Okay, well, it's exactly some 20 minutes away from the 9 o'clock hour. We gotta get out of here for now, and trust that we covered everything this morning. Ms. Chicken, any final parting shots for this morning?
My final words to the public: please come out when we're having meeting, participate in the cleanup campaigns, participate by keeping your yards clean. Also remember that the community health workers are there in the community to help you in any way possible. And as a personal advice, if you know that there is chikungunya, Zika, or dengue in neighborhood countries, do not travel to those countries. And if you do, protect yourself. Use long sleeve, use the repellent, use whatever means that you can use to protect yourself, protect your family, and protect the country.
Exactly. Oh, you mean like Iron Man? Iron suit.
Yes.
Mr. Magania?
Bueno, para estar libre de enfermedades, todo lo que estamos pidiendo es, por favor, patio limpio. Esto va para todo el país, principalmente para Corozal, que tiene muchos casos de dengue. Y si llega a llegar el chikungunya, el Zika les va a afectar más, porque sus patios están sucios. Así que le pedimos en general al país entero, Orange Walk, que por favor nos apoyen en mantener limpio el patio para que tengamos menos enfermos. Es mejor prevenir que lamentar. Cuando muera alguien van a estar llorando, llevar flores al cementerio. Es una ayuda. Ahorita es el tiempo, y especialmente que estamos en el verano, que nos está ayudando, que no hay agua, lluvia, entonces van a tener menos mosquitos. Y cuando venga la lluvia, pues vamos a estar preparados para que no nos afecte mucho la enfermedad, ¿right? Porque sí va a llegar y entonces es mejor estar preparado. Patio limpio.
Pues ojalá que estemos captando todo esto, porque correctamente dijiste una cosa, Mr. King, es mejor estar prevenido que estar lamentando, porque muchas veces decimos, eso que están hablando ellos no me va a suceder a mí.
La enfermedad no tiene color, no tiene precio.
Exactamente.
No tiene edad.
Hasta que
no
tal de
tiene
repente
frontera.
nos sucede. Y entonces es un despertador para nosotros. Es a wake-up call. Señor Fabián.
Simplemente su cooperación para esto que estamos haciendo es un bien para ustedes, para la comunidad en general, y especialmente para nuestros niños, que por favor protéjanlos, porque ellos son los más afectados, para decir, ellos son los que van a andar allá afuera, y el público en general, para que esto pueda ser logrado con un éxito.
Ok. Pues compañeros, hemos tenido ya la participación de estas 3 personas que a quienes le agradecemos mucho su input que han tenido en términos de esta. Obviamente lo que estamos hablando aquí es prevención. Prevención porque quisiéramos mantener el status quo, quisiéramos mantener y decir, ¿sabes qué? Belice todavía se mantiene libre de esta enfermedad y que estamos tomando las medidas necesarias para mantenerlo. Sé que necesitas decir
Solo
algo.
quiero repetir que el 25, que es jueves, a las 7 p.m., estamos en Philip Alvarez Park, esperándoles para aconsejarles y decirles de la enfermedad y hablarles de la limpieza que queremos tener, ¿right?
Va a ser también una oportunidad que las mismas personas que estén participando puedan hablar acerca de sus situaciones.
Por eso queremos su atención.
Así que sí,
queremos su presencia.
pues la invitación existe para todas las personas que radican o que viven en el área de Uniontown. Va a haber una junta especial en el Philip Alvarez Park, donde se les está invitando a todos ustedes que viven en el área que participen. Vayan a escuchar, si quieren un rato, manténganse informados y sobre todo manténganse como una parte íntegra de su comunidad, tratando de ser agentes de bienestar, tratando de diseminar esta información para el bien de tu comunidad. Al final del día, como siempre digo, la vida que salvas es posiblemente la tuya o la vida de tus propios familiares por estar envuelto en esto. Como tú correctamente dijo Fabián, son nuestros niños, son nuestras actividades o nuestras irresponsabilidades que finalmente van a causar que nuestros niños se puedan enfermar. Así que lo importante aquí es mantener el patio limpio. Si sabes tú que una persona anciana vive al lado de ti, dale la mano, asiste a la persona, límpiale el patio, infórmale del peligro que tenemos si es que nos llegara este maldito, bendito, como tú lo quieras decir, enfermedad que nos pudiera causar, que nos pueda causar mucho, pero mucho daño aquí en Belice. Así que, compañeros, hagamos lo necesario para mantener nuestros patios limpios.
With that, I just like to wrap up on saying dengue, chikungunya, and Zika. We're talking prevention, but I would just like you all to stop and think for a minute if you would really want to catch one of these diseases. Really thinking about having fever, severe joint pain, muscle pain, nauseousness, tiredness, rash, think about it. Stop for a least second and just think what will happen if you get bite by one of the mosquitoes because of your carelessness.
Or your kids, or your babies.
No, I'm putting it and there. Make the kind of picnic feel it, you can't feel it. You think about it. And then you will say, I should have empty out that tire back in my yard. It's not too late already. So that in itself would make you realize how serious this thing is. And I want to say kudos and hats off to the health department, because if Belize is virus free, it's because they are doing a good job.
Exactly.
And I always believe too, we have prayer warriors that is praying for us all every day across this nation. I think we should stop saying Belize and start saying blessed Belize. You know, compliment the goodness that the Lord is have His hands on us. But again, if you know somebody who present any of these signs, contact the nearest hospital, health center, community health workers, or voluntary collaborators to help them. Thank you very much, Ms. Chicken, and the gentleman from the department for being here with us this morning. And somebody's saying here, thanking you guys in Spanish, gracias por las palabras, to educate families and neighborhoods and stuff. And believe me, this is a joint effort. I will have to do my part. They are doing their part. You will have to do your part. The relevant authorities have to do their part. The town board have to do their part. The teachers in school will have to
be a community
invite maybe the health department to come in the school and speak to the children about it. This thing is serious, man. Imagine your yard clean, wrong your yard clean, but the Coca-Cola bottle you're putting in the crate in your house, you use every day. Some people like left and leave it as a drinking in a pint, you know? And then they put it in the kitchen, and the storeroom, in the corner, a little dark corner there, and then they left it there, and they don't know, they just leave liquid and water. That thing need to make it egg, and bam, say the whole house gets sick, and then you want to know what happened right there, the problem there. It is so serious that if a stopper, cover from a sovereign get turned up on water settling it, it will come for you. So, with that, I want to say thank you guys for dropping by. And again, our doors are always open for these kinds of excursion here. You know, Emmanuel? So we'll move out now. We'll say with that, with Morris Kokam on cameras, Rahim Aldo on control. Our director, Mr. Robert Chekiasha. Emmanuel Martinez.
Sí, pues cuídense mucho y ojalá y hayan captado nuestro mensaje, compañeros. Eso es importante. No solo captarlo, pero reaccionar a esto.
My name is Dylan Jones. God bless you. Stay safe, please, and let us be dengue, chikungunya,
conscious and proactive,
and Zika free. Remember, we don't want to let a small hit pick the band and leave. So I do it part. Stay safe. God bless you. We'll be back here tomorrow. Have a nice day.
Muchas gracias. Nos vemos mañana.
Sugar City Morning Show.